Hello everyone, my name's Shona and I'm going to be doing Olivia's 18-month update. It's been a while since I've done one of these. I'm just absolutely flabbergasted that she's going to be 18 months. It's just absolutely crazy. I thought I would do it without her in the room. She's currently napping just now, so I thought I'd film this quickly, but I will add loads and loads of clips of her throughout the video. I just thought she's a toddler now, she's not going to sit and peacefully and let mummy film, and if she is going about the room she'll be knocking the camera over or trying to touch things and making noises, so I thought the best thing to do was film while she's napping, so that's what she's doing now. I've been doing updates on Olivia since she was about 4 months old, so if you haven't seen any of her updates or you've got a different aged baby, I'll link all her updates below so you can see it. I did it all the way up till she was 1, so this is her 18 months. She's properly a toddler now, no more babies. So I was quite excited to do this and tell you how she's getting on, and as I say, I'll add loads and loads of clips. If you are new and you found it through baby updates, my name's Shona, I live up in the northeast of Scotland. I've got my 18-month-old toddler and I'm married, and I make videos twice a week. I do loads of vlogs, like weekend vlogs, days in the life, mummy advice, reviews, all that good stuff. So if you would love you to come along and follow us, so hit the subscribe button and the bell and you will get a notification of all our videos. I upload on a Monday and a Friday. So Miss Olivia, where to start with? Just as I say, can't believe she's going to be 18 months. It's just flown in. I've been back to work since February, so that's about 6 months now, and it's just blink and we'll miss it. We're into November now and it's just crazy. So this is the 2nd of November and it'll be tomorrow that she turns 18 months. I thought I'd film it today and put it right up, because if not, probably be like miss it out, and I really don't want to miss it out, so I can tell you all about what she's up to. So we'll start off with sleeping. I guess that's the most important thing. Olivia's never been a massive sleeper. It's kind of been up and down. We get really good spells and we've had really bad spells with her sleeping. At the moment, I think we've kind of evened out. We still get the odd bad day or a couple of nights or times, but I think things have improved a huge amount. I was putting her down at 7:30 at night, sometimes almost 8 o'clock. And I was finding that she was being waking up really early, like 5, 6 o'clock. Just couldn't get her back down. Not even if we gave her like a dummy or anything like that, she was awake at that time. And she was waking up quite a lot during the night. So I had a quick look online, didn't look at too much, but one thing that people were saying was that she could be too tired, you know, like overtired. So try putting her down half an hour earlier. So that's what we did. We've moved our bedtime to 7 o'clock and I would say it has made a huge difference. I wouldn't say it worked instantly. It took about maybe a good week or 2 before I finally kind of started noticing. So previously she was waking up between 5 and 6. Now she's between 6 and 7, and we do get the odd into 7 o'clock, you know, so that's a good day, but usually it's a day when we're working or I'm working, so we're having to be up. But yeah, no, I have seen a big improvement. She's also not been waking up so much during the night, so, you know, odd. I think one night she slept the whole night and I kind of woke up a couple of times going, she's okay, but you know, it's good, but it's just still a bit, oh, you know, a bit wary, are you? Even 18 months on and you're still worried that something's wrong and you're checking the camera to make sure they're breathing. But no, she's doing absolutely fine with her sleeping. As I say, I've seen a big improvement. Still get bad days. We still get days where she's up really early. We still get days where she's waking every night. I think there was one night last week she was 5 times a night. So 5 times in the night. So you're always going to get these bad days, especially when they're teething, they're not well, they have all these things going on. So I feel a lot more kind of relaxed about her sleeping now. She is improved quite a bit, so hopefully it'll continue like that. I'm sure there'll be phases and whatnot. So yeah, that's her sleeping. She's still napping during the day. She definitely needs to nap, because we had a week where she was at the childminders and she wouldn't nap at all. I don't know if it was just too much distraction, but we spoke with the childminder and she put her down for, we've actually put her down rather than letting her try and sleep in a pram or whatnot, but she was putting her down and that was working. But yeah, she was just absolutely horrific when I was coming home at night, just so grumpy, and it was not good because when I come home from work I get an hour with her before bedtime, so you kind of want to play with her and have a bit of a laugh, and when she's that sort of overtired, grumpy mood, it's just not nice at all. So much better. She definitely needs her nap. She's sleeping about 2 hours, I would say. Sometimes it can be broken up depending on what's happening, but I think 2 hours is a good time of what she needs. And that's from about 11 till 1 roughly, sometimes a bit later, sometimes a bit earlier, but it tends to be about 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock she'll go down. So just that lunch time, so everything kind of gets moved over, so obviously our lunch gets kind of shifted to like 1-2 o'clock, and then she's having a late snack, and it's difficult to try and kind of work it in at this time. But no, she does still need her naps. So that is sleeping. Eating, strangely enough, when Olivia first started eating, she would eat anything, no problem. She was so good with food, amazing, and everybody always praised her for how well she ate. Now she's turned 18 months, or kind of just over the last couple of months, things have taken a huge shift. Her eating is nowhere near as good as it used to be. She's getting fussy, she's not eating things. Sometimes she'll eat a whole plate face, sometimes she won't eat anything. A lot of things that she would have eaten previously, no problem, she's now just like, I'm not even entertaining it. So I've spoken about this in a few of my vlogs. It's like, she just outright, if she doesn't like the look of it, or the smell of it, or the feel of it, it's just, she won't even put it in her mouth. No. And I actually tried her with egg the last day, which she would have loved egg. She had no problem with like scrambled eggs, especially when it's got cheese in it. Loved it. Last day I gave her that, like proper. I was like, you're 18 months, come on, just calm down. So yeah, the eggs didn't get eaten. So I don't know, I don't know if it's a phase or if she'll just come, and I'm kind of still trying to keep encouraging her. There's times where she'll like try things, maybe have a few bites and that's it. There's times where she'll like put it on the tip of her tongue and no, and that's it. So I have had a look at online about it, but I think the thing is just to kind of try and keep encouraging her. That's all you can do really. You can't force them to eat as much as you try to. She has 3 meals a day and 2 snacks, and she just gets on fine. She's still on her water. She absolutely loves her water. She drinks it no problem, so we're sticking to water. No diluting juice or anything like that. We're just keeping with the water as long as we can. Development wise, obviously she's walking. She started well, obviously in our 1 year update, she took her first steps the day before her birthday and didn't really do anything else much after that. And then finally on her about 13 months, a month later, off she went, kind of just started toddling away, and that was her off. So it was good. She quickly started climbing. I wouldn't say she's a massive climber. She likes climbing on like the sofas and the beds and things like that, but we're not quite into climbing up on everything, so fingers crossed we keep it like that, because I don't think I could handle lots and lots of climbing like you see some kids doing. She's always been really quick with her movement, and that's the thing that has excelled. It's the talking that's probably come a bit slower, taken a while. And we had her, well, it's a 1 month review, 1 year review, but she didn't actually get it until she was, I think she was just about 15 months. And they asked a couple of questions like, apart from mama and dada, does she have 4 or more words? And the other one was, is she starting to is she starting to put sentences together? And the answer was no to both of those questions. And unfortunately, it was a trainee health visitor. She didn't really know Olivia, and it was quite formal, and I was a bit like, she left saying, oh, everything's fine, but just try and encourage her to speak and all that. And you kind of just feel a bit like, I knew she was never like big on speaking. She's like, even when she's a baby, she took ages to start like babbling and that. She's always been more about movement and seeing and watching things. So, but I would say about 13-14 months, once she'd really kind of perfected her walking and climbing and was confident with that, the words are just flowing, and every day there's new words. So it's really cute to see her, and she can start putting sentences together. I think the first proper sentence that she put together was high in the sky, which is just really random, but we always sing, you know, like twinkle twinkle little star, and I think it came from that. And we've got like word cards, so I was saying that the sun and the moon were high in the sky, so she just picked it up from nowhere. So she's very much repeating all the words. She can do animal sounds. She's even started counting. We've got two and three, I think, have come. I don't know, we haven't got one yet, but we've definitely got two. So yeah, she's started using numbers, which is just brilliant to see. It's so good to get like some interaction with her. She's still very much like, you know, probably maybe there's some babies who are probably far more on, but she is just coming on leaps and bounds with her speaking, and I am happy enough that when that health visitor comes, they'll be delighted, because she's just, and she babbles. Even when she's not speaking, she's still babbling a lot, but you can see there's a lot more words coming in now, which is just, it's good to see. It's cute, and I love the way she speaks. I'll insert some clips of her speaking. Morning. Clever girl. Morning. She's started to call Craig Dee. I don't know where it's come from, because it's always been Dad or Dada or Daddy, and all of a sudden it's Dee. And I'll insert a little clip because it's so cute. Who's in the photo? Dee and Mama. So I don't know, it's just don't know where it came from, but Dee. So we always laugh because he's called Dee, and she calls me Mama, so that's cute. So yeah, her overall development, she loves to play. She's quite good at socializing. She can be a bit shy to start with. Sometimes when she's around a lot of people, she can be a bit clingy to me, but she is social once she gets going, and she does like attention. If she's out and about, or if we're like out having a meal, she's always sitting watching people, and she likes people to interact with her and smile, and she likes to get all the attention. So she does. It's good to see. She loves playing with like dollies. She loves babies and prams and things that move, and she's got her balls. She loves kicking balls and throwing balls. And what else? I'm just looking at all her toys down here. So yeah, she's got like, you know, that, not jigsaws, but you know, like you get the wooden boards with the like the animals thing to put into the certain spaces. Not very well described. I think you know what I mean. She's actually getting on really well with them. She loves like animals, and she does all the animal sounds, so she's getting on really good with that. So in terms of development and play and socializing, she's coming on absolutely leaps and bounds. She's doing so well. She's at childminders. I think maybe when I spoke about her 1 year update, she was at a nursery. We decided to make the change to a childminder. More so, the main reason was really cost. Obviously childcare is so expensive these days, so we were looking for ways to save money, and a childminder seemed the best solution. The childminder has been absolutely amazing. She's so good with her, and Olivia was a bit unsure to start with. She took a couple of weeks to settle in, but after that she goes to her no problem. We're doing a lot more toddler things with her now. Obviously she's that bit more, we can't just expect her to play with toys. We've got like painting, crafts, Play-Doh. Yeah, just sort of like things that are maybe that bit more interaction and that she can do. She thinks she's almost 90 centimeters, so she's really tall for her age. Obviously she's not been like weighed officially, so can't tell you in terms of like her percentile, but when she had her 15-month review, she was on the like 91st, 95th centile. So she's tall, she's well built, but obviously in proportion to her body. So yeah, she's going to be tall like her mum and dad. She also loves books, I will mention that. She loves to read. We've got a host of books over there and she just pulls them all out, she reads them. Really good. So I'm big into reading as well, so I like to read to learn a lot, especially at nighttime bedtimes. I will say her milk, she is still on cow's milk. I give her a sippy cup first thing in the morning and, you know, just last thing at bedtime. Half of a sippy cup, not a full amount. Sometimes she'll drink it all, sometimes she'll leave it. We haven't really watched a lot of TV programs. The main one really is Mickey Mouse Club. I find that's what I like. I refuse to have Peppa Pig on the house. Call me what you want, but I just cannot stand it. So we've never had Peppa on in this house, and I'll do my best that she doesn't get into Peppa Pig. But I do like Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, so she's really likes that. Our planner's full of all the episodes, and we put it on in the iPad in the car for her if we're trying not to get her to sleep. And we've kind of started in amongst Disney films, so she loves Disney films. Frozen, she's totally into Frozen. She'll sit and watch it. Kind of try to get her into a few more. Obviously you've got things like Moana and Tangled, but obviously Frozen is the big one. And we've actually booked Disney on Ice for March, so she'll be about 2 then, and I think she'll absolutely love it. She loves all the music, she loves dancing, absolutely loves dancing. We put on like all these songs and she just sings and dances and claps and she just loves it. She likes the Wiggles as well. I'm not a fan of the newer Wiggles. I quite like the old stuff that I would have watched with my nephews. And my mum had some of the old DVDs that my nephew watched, so we have all the old Wiggles, and she loves them. We had them on holiday. We did our first abroad holiday and she had an absolute ball, and we took the Wiggles DVD with us, so it was quite good when we were getting ready and that, and she just loved it. She was just dancing and singing all the time. So yeah, that was our first holiday. We did a trip to, just quite recently, to Inverness, and she loved that. She just likes running about. She was having fun in the room, just playing with things. She's very interested in what's going on, curious, and she is very cheeky. She's got this little like grin, and you just like, what are you up to? What are you thinking about doing next? Just 90% of the time she's a happy baby. I wouldn't say we've had any major tantrums. We've had a couple, and sometimes she very much, she likes to get her own way, but we've not had like major tantrums. She likes to say no, and no. And you're like, no. But it's no wonder, because all I feel like I say sometimes these days is no, so it's no wonder their first words are no. I'm going to touch very briefly onto potty training. Now, this is a very touchy subject, because I know a lot of people will be very much wait until the child is ready to potty train, which kind of is between 2 and 3. Well, I don't know. A while ago, I think my mum had mentioned about getting a potty, just to kind of get her used to it. I suppose we were all potty trained at like 18 months, by the time we were 18 months, because we're in cloth nappies, and obviously you didn't want to be going months and months with cleaning nappies, washing them and drying them and all that, so we were potty trained a lot earlier. And I think the idea kind of grew in me. I find that Olivia is really clever. She picks things up really quickly, and I was also finding around the time she was 13-14 months, she was just hating nappies. Trying to change her was a nightmare, and also the cost of them, and obviously the impact to the environment. And I think as well, I think the more they sort of go into nappies, the harder it is to like get them out of them, because they're so used to doing it that way. And I just kind of got into my head that I was going to maybe do it a little bit earlier than what most people do. And we kind of started using the potty a lot more, and she was doing really well with it. I mean, we were getting like both number 1s and number 2s quite consistently most days for about 2 weeks. We did really, really well with it. And then I think the fascination just wore off. It was like, no, I can just do it in my nappy. Why am I going to do it in there? Despite the praise, I was going to try and potty train her early, and then I kind of thought about holiday. You know, we're going away abroad, and I just thought, no, we'll wait till we come back and we'll do it then. And I just kind of left it. But still kind of consistently getting her to sit on it when we was changing her nappy, and we'll only change her nappy in the bathroom. So kind of just getting her into this like right frame of mind for it. I thought, right, we're gonna do it. We're gonna give it a shot. It doesn't matter if it didn't work. I was very kind of, will I speak about it? Won't I speak about it? And I think I mentioned it in a few vlogs and, you know, Instagram and that. But I was all set to do it about a month ago, because it was like, right, we've got a free weekend, because unfortunately, because I work, I can't really commit to a full week. I can do it in 3 days, and I'd found a book, a ebook that I'd read that seemed quite simple method to use, and I thought, right, we'll go for it. But I chickened out at the last hour. I didn't feel like I was ready for it, and she obviously at that point wasn't speaking a huge amount, you know, like words weren't. And I just kind of felt like, well, what if she can't actually tell me? So a couple months later, I think we're going to do it in the next couple of weeks. If it doesn't work, there's no pressure on Olivia. We'll just push it back and we'll leave it maybe till after Christmas. I've kind of got everything all in place now. I've got still obviously going to wear like nap time nappies, or pull-ups I think they're called. We've got pants for her, vests, and I've got a method, loads of stickers and treats and things to encourage her and things to do. So hopefully we'll give it a shot, and I will of course keep you updated on how she gets on. But that's all I'm going to say about that. If you want to judge. It's in the end, it's my child, and I won't do anything that will really, really upset her or put her off. So that's all I can tell you. Just quickly, before I say goodbye, Olivia's teeth. I think she's got most teeth, apart from the 2 front ones, the 2 pointy ones down at the bottom. And I think the very 4, so like the top 2 and the top 2 and the bottom 2 molars, she doesn't have them. And I think that's all she's waiting on. She's got everything else. I have really no idea, because she just, even when she was little, and it's worse now, she just will not let me look in her mouth. So I kind of just leave it. I tried to look at it quite consistently when she was younger, but now she's older, she really, really hates it. I don't know how she's going to be when we start going more to the dentist, but she just doesn't like me looking at her mouth. So I just don't force the situation, because it's not fair to upset her. So far, that's what she's got on teeth. And I will just mention briefly, she still has her dummy. I try my absolute best to keep it nap times, bedtime, and when she's in the car. I try to keep it out of sight, but she knows exactly where I keep them. I've tried to move them, but then she just remembers where I put them. So she's still on the dummy. I've no really massive plans to wean her off of it. Kind of just going to leave her like that at the moment. I'm not too stressed about it. Anyway, I think that is enough for chatting, but I really hope you've liked this video. If there is any more questions you've got about Olivia, or if you'd like me to do any more videos, I have done what my toddler eats in a day, and we've done her recent morning and evening routine, so I will link them below as well if you're quite interested in that. And I think that is everything. So I hope you've liked this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Any comments, please don't hesitate to put in the comments box, and we will catch you next time. See you later.